What if everything you've been taught about morality, kindness, and leadership was a lie? What if power was never meant for the good, the honest, or the righteous, but for the cold, the strategic, and the calculating? For over 500 years, one book has terrified kings, inspired tyrants, and shaped the political game that rules our world today. A book so dangerous it was banned by the church, burned by the moral, and worshipped by the ambitious. That book is The Prince by Niccolò Machiavelli. It's not a book of virtue. It's a weapon of strategy. It doesn't teach you how to be good, it teaches you how to survive. It's the playbook for those who refuse to be pawns in a world built on deception. And here's the truth society hides from you. Good men rarely rule. Nice men rarely win. And those who follow rules written by others will always kneel. So listen carefully, because what I'm about to explain will unravel the world you thought you understood. This is not motivation. This is The Prince, unfiltered, decoded, and explained. By the time this ends, you'll never see power, morality, or leadership the same way again. To understand Machiavelli, you must understand the world that forged him. It was 16th century Florence, a city of art and blood. Of Da Vinci and assassination. Where one smile at court could mean fortune. And one wrong word could mean death. Machiavelli wasn't a philosopher in an ivory tower. He was a statesman. A diplomat. A man who stood beside kings, popes, and mercenaries. He witnessed betrayals, coups, and executions. He saw the innocent die and the ruthless thrive. And from that chaos, he carved a single truth. Power doesn't belong to the moral. It belongs to the strategic. When Machiavelli wrote The Prince, he didn't write it for the masses. He wrote it for the few, the ambitious, the cold, the cunning. The ones who would rather be feared than forgotten. But here's what makes Machiavelli timeless. He stripped away illusions. He didn't tell you how the world should work. He told you how it does. Modern psychology now agrees. Human beings are driven not by truth, but by perception. Not by morality, but by self-interest. The modern boardroom, the political stage, the influencers rise. All echo Machiavelli's teachings. You may think The Prince is about kings. But it's about you. And every move you make in the silent war for influence. In this video, we'll break down 6 ruthless lessons from The Prince. Each one a pillar of Machiavellian power. By the end, you'll understand. 1. Why morality is a mask, not a virtue. 2. Why fear lasts longer than love. 3. Why appearances matter more than truth. 4. Why manipulation is not evil, but essential. 5. Why adaptability separates rulers from victims. And why power is never given, only taken. These are not theories. They are survival codes for a world that punishes the naive. Let's begin. Number 1. Morality is a mask, not a virtue. Machiavelli wrote, "A man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good." He wasn't praising evil. He was exposing reality. The stupid man believes the world rewards goodness. The wise man knows goodness without strategy is self-destruction. To Machiavelli, morality is a tool, a mask you wear when it serves your purpose, and remove when it doesn't. Because in a corrupt world, honesty is a weapon that backfires. Look at history. Julius Caesar's mercy led to his assassination. Jesus' kindness led to his crucifixion. And in business, the man who plays fair is devoured by those who don't. The prince must appear good, but act effectively. To lead, you must master duality. To speak of virtue, while quietly practicing necessity. Modern translation: play the game, but don't believe the rules. Drop this in the comments. I wear morality as armor, not a chain. Number 2. Fear lasts longer than love. Machiavelli's most infamous line reads, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Love fades. Fear endures. Because love depends on emotion, and emotion is fragile. But fear is tied to survival, and survival is permanent." Machiavelli wasn't saying to be cruel for cruelty's sake. He meant that stability, political, social, or personal, requires respect grounded in consequence. In life, weak men chase approval. Powerful men command boundaries. In relationships, the fool begs to be liked. The strategist earns respect through silence, decisiveness, and control. In leadership, popularity is temporary. Authority is eternal. Fear, when balanced with fairness, creates structure. Love alone creates chaos. To be loved is to depend on others. To be feared, within reason, is to depend on no one. Drop this in the comments: respect is my foundation. Fear is my armor. Number 3. Appearance is power. Machiavelli warned, men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see, but few can feel. Perception is everything. Truth is optional. The prince understood that men don't care about reality, they care about what looks real. A man who appears noble will be trusted, even if he's corrupt. A man who appears weak will be dismissed, even if he's brilliant. The stupid man obsesses over being genuine. The wise man controls the illusion. In modern life, image rules. A well-dressed man commands rooms. A confident posture wins before words begin. A calm tone disarms enemies faster than logic ever could. This is not deceit, it's design. To win in any field, you must understand the theater of perception. Your reputation is your weapon. Protect it at all costs. Because once perception is lost, truth won't save you. Drop this in the comments: I control how I am seen. Number 4. Manipulation is survival. Machiavelli said, the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. This is perhaps the essence of the prince. The world is not divided between good and evil, it's divided between manipulators and the manipulated. Manipulation isn't deception, it's awareness. It's understanding what moves people, what motivates them, what they fear, and how to use it to your advantage. The stupid man sees manipulation as cruelty. The wise man sees it as clarity. Every negotiation, relationship, and alliance runs on hidden motives. If you don't read them, you're being played. In the workplace, the fool speaks his full truth. The strategist speaks selectively, revealing only what advances his position. In love, the naive man gives everything. The Machiavellian man gives just enough to maintain power. Learn to read patterns, not promises. Learn to listen, not react. The greatest manipulators aren't liars, they're listeners. Drop this in the comments: I am the lion and the fox. Number 5. Adaptability is power. Machiavelli warned, fortune is a woman, and it is necessary, if you wish to master her, to conquer her by force. He believed in fortuna, the unpredictable nature of life, and virtù, the strength of will to dominate it. The stupid man blames fate. The strong man adapts to it. When fortune shifts, the rigid man breaks. The flexible man thrives. In politics, this meant changing alliances when necessary. In modern life, it means shifting strategy when circumstances evolve. Adaptability is the mark of intelligence. Rigidity is the mark of fear. Every system, relationships, business, power, rewards the man who bends without breaking. He learns. He evolves. He conquers. To Machiavelli, virtù wasn't virtue, it was excellence, mastery, and boldness. A man with virtù doesn't wait for opportunity. He creates it. Drop this in the comments. I adapt faster than fortune shifts. Number 6. Power is never given, only taken. Machiavelli ended The Prince with a call to arms, urging Italy to seize power from foreign rulers. His message was clear: no one gives power freely. It must be taken. The fool waits to be chosen. The strategist positions himself to be unavoidable. Power belongs to those who dare to claim it. Not through arrogance, but through action. Every promotion, alliance, and success follows one law. You rise when others hesitate. You dominate when others doubt. The man who asks for power gets ignored. The man who takes responsibility, without permission, becomes indispensable. Power is not inherited. It's claimed by those who see what others don't, and act when others freeze. Drop this in the comments: power is claimed, not granted. Now you see what the prince truly is. It's not a book for tyrants. It's a manual for survival in a world built on masks and illusions. Machiavelli didn't invent manipulation, he exposed it. He didn't glorify cruelty, he recognized its effectiveness in a corrupt world. Each of these 6 truths is a mirror reflecting reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. Morality as strategy. Fear as stability. Appearance as influence. Manipulation as awareness. Adaptability as power. And boldness as destiny. The foolish man will dismiss these ideas as evil. The wise man will study them, and use them to protect himself. Because the deeper lesson of Machiavelli is not, be ruthless. It's, be awake. See the world without illusion, and you'll never be controlled by it. Now you stand at a crossroads. You can turn away, cling to the comforting lie that morality and sincerity are enough to survive. Or you can embrace the cold, clear truth of the prince, that power obeys only those who understand its nature. Machiavelli gave humanity a mirror, and most men were too afraid to look. The question is, will you? Because in every generation, there are 2 kinds of men. The ones who serve, and the ones who rule. As Machiavelli said, the lion and the fox are both necessary, one cannot exist without the other. So choose, will you live as prey or as predator? Will you follow the herd, or command it? If you've made it this far, you're not like most men. You've seen through the illusion, the one society hides behind empty morals and fake virtue. You now understand the truth of power. And that makes you dangerous. But this is only the beginning. Subscribe, because in the next video, we go deeper into the forbidden teachings Machiavelli left behind. The art of deception, the hidden psychology of power and control. Until then, remember this. Power doesn't belong to the good. It belongs to the aware.